Our story begins with Ray going out with his friend Andre. Ray starts talking about his son, Cody. The distance between them grows. Ray steals Cody's car keys, but Cody had cakes in his car. He had a spare set of keys. Ray runs into some school friends. These friends are actually the sons of prosecutors, and they're all a little nervous because their fathers are on a raid today. Ray stops at a gas station, but a man approaches him and tells him they're out of gas. Ray tells him he needs to use the restroom. The man tells him to go to the side of the road. The man threatens Ray and pulls out a gun. But at that moment, Ray's arrow hits him, and the man is knocked unconscious. Ray puts on a bulletproof vest and prepares with his team for the raid. On the other side, Cody notices a new girl who just arrived, Teresa. They used to study chemistry together, but Teresa doesn't seem very interested in him. Meanwhile, Ray and his team advance. They take out the armed guards as they go. There's a secret tunnel leading out of the gas station. Ray and two of his colleagues enter the tunnel. They take out the criminals inside as well. But suddenly, Ray notices bombs planted everywhere. Everyone backs away. One of the criminals detonates a bomb. The DA agents barely escape and leave the gas station. But at that moment, one of the agents is shot from a distance. A sniper has started shooting at them from afar. A bullet hits Ray as it passes. At that moment at school, a boy named Jesse is called to the office because the agent who was shot was his father, and he's no longer with them. All his friends are saddened when they hear the news. The group of friends gathers in an abandoned church. Because of this, Cody arrives home late. His father is worried because Cody hasn't replied to his messages. Ray tells Cody that all the parents think you boys should stop spending time together for a while. There's danger in it. The next day, Jesse's father is buried. The DA agents and their children are deeply affected. But in the meantime, a woman named Natalia arrives in Mexico to visit her brother, Benito. Benito searched among his men late into the night for the rat who must have provided the DEA with information about their tunnel. He asked one of his men if he was the rat. He ordered him to kill his cousin, reminding him, "I gave you your first job. This man must kill his cousin for Benito." Benito tells his sister, "The work you're doing there is vital. I can't help but trust you." The next day, during the chemistry lab, Cody and Teresa become partners. But Teresa doesn't really enjoy El Paso. Her whole life has been in her old city. So Cody and she start conducting experiments together. Meanwhile, the person involved with Benito's team is the same one who killed his cousin. As part of the agreement, Benito asks the district attorney to protect the witnesses because Benito has become suspicious of him. Ray tells him about Benito's sister. She lives here in El Paso, but no one knows anything about her. On the other hand, Jesse is forced to move because without his father, they can't afford to live there, and the death benefits provided by the DEA are practically non-existent. Cody brings this up with Ray, asking, "Isn't there anything the district attorney can do to help them? They could give them the money that was found during the raid." But things don't work out that way. They're just setting up a GoFundMe account. Then Ray's partner, Andre, tells him that Lizzie will be bringing her daughter, Denny, to training so he can spend time with her. You can do the same. Ray takes Cody with him. Together, they arrive at the trap house. Once they arrive, Cody's eyes are immediately drawn to all the money scattered about. He goes with his dad to the district attorney's office. He takes pictures of all the information the DEA has about the cartel. Cody goes and tells his friends about it all. He thinks about going to the cartel's trap house and stealing all the money because it's so easy. There's only one guard and one dealer. With that money, they can help Jesse buy a house there. Cody assigns the guard duty to his friend Kyle. Cody himself will be the getaway driver. Denny knows the DEA's locations outside the compound. Using her mother's key, Denny can access the DEA's best equipment, but they will only use non-lethal weapons so no one gets hurt. Yvonne says, "Okay, let's say we stole the money, but to give it to Jesse, we set up shell companies offshore and opened a lot of bank accounts." Cody says, "Exactly. Your dad's involved in money laundering. You can handle all of that." Cody says, "These guys killed Jesse's dad. If our dads had died instead of us, Jesse would have been more than willing to help us. We have to take this risk for Jesse too." Meanwhile, the cartel's rat comes to meet Ray again at a coffee shop. But today, another car follows him. They shoot at him. Ray rushes outside and fires back at the car. He manages to catch the shooter. They take him with them and ask him about Natalia, but the man doesn't say anything. Ray tells him, "We know she's here in El Paso." The man tells him that Natalia is here to identify all the DEA agents. They'll find you and take you and your whole family out. Ray quickly called his son and said, "I'll be late getting home. Don't stay out too long." But Cody had already gone out that night to rob the trap house. The only weapons they had were stun guns, and if anything went wrong, Kyle would call 911. The other three put on night vision helmets and went inside. There were 2 people inside. A man approached to light a cigarette. He didn't notice them, so Cody moved forward, but his stun gun missed. A struggle ensued. Danny stunned the man, but he fired, causing his partner to run away. He fired 2 shots. Kyle started calling 911, and Cody fought with the second man. Yvonne stunned him as well. They all went back inside before Kyle could make the call. Their robbery was a success, but they only stole $500. They could have earned more by working after-school jobs. Everyone burst out laughing. "I'm proud of us," Cody said. "We all did it together." Meanwhile, Benito found out about all this. "This makes us look weak," his sister said. "Didn't this happen in your town?" Benito replied. In the morning, the district attorney arrived at the scene. The 2 men were dead. Benito must have ordered their murder after the robbery, but Natalia found a military night vision helmet there, which is why Benito believes the DEA agents themselves took the law into their own hands to avenge their fallen comrade. Meanwhile, Cody and Teresa started having lunch together. Teresa's mother kept texting her. Cody said that his father was too. He works in construction, and after his mother died, keeping him alive became another job for him. After that, Cody started planning his next robbery. They video connected Jesse. Jesse wasn't happy at all. His mother was still looking for work. So Cody told everyone about his new plan. Now, instead of hitting a trap house, they'd steal the mule that collected money from the merchants. To avoid the mistakes of last time, they devised a foolproof plan. This was an old man who followed the same route every day. So they would keep an eye on him. Behind this man, 2 guards would follow in a sedan. They would fire non-lethal shots at them. Kyle said, "I can handle this. I'm the best at Fortnite." They went and planted a GPS device in the old man's truck. They would carry out the heist in a quiet neighborhood. On the day of the heist, to keep track of their location, they would leave their phones at the school. First, they would go and release smoke near the cars. Cody and Danny would attack the guards with guns. But Yvonne couldn't stun the old man. The old man would grab her. During their struggle, Danny would fall to the ground. The old man and Yvonne would both be stunned. Cody puts Yvonne in the car, but one of the guards points a gun at them. Kyle shoots him back using his Fortnite skills. They drive off in the truck. The truck is full of cash, but the old man is still after them. Kyle opens the truck doors and starts firing small-barreled shots at his car. The old man crashes to the side of the road. They take the truck to Kyle's grandfather's old barn. They throw the cash into the air and start dancing under it. On the other side, the old man calls the police. He knows that because of the missing shipment, Benito won't let him live. The old man tells Ray that the robbers were 2 women and 2 men, and that they weren't from any other cartel. They were very careless. So Ray asks the old man about Natalia, saying, "If you want to protect the witnesses, tell us." But he can't tell them about her. Meanwhile, Benito's anger is at its peak. He says, "They're making a fool of us. This must be the day. Now I want all their families and children dead." At school, Teresa was upset with Cody because he was ignoring her. So Cody tried to make it up to her. He took Teresa for a walk. There, they started talking about Cody's mother. Cody missed her a lot, so he and Teresa kissed. They walked back to Cody's house together. There, Teresa saw a picture of Cody's family. Meanwhile, Ray was watching the CCTV footage of the burglary. They couldn't figure out who was doing it. Andre said that the 2 places that were burglarized were places they had been monitoring. They removed their tracking device first, and shotguns are only used by law enforcement. No one else. He started to suspect that there were people in his office.at that moment. They discovered the location of Benito's new tunnel through wiretaps. The district attorney raided the place, but the whole thing was a trap set by Natalia. The DA agents quickly put on face masks, but it was all being recorded, meaning Natalia and Benito had become their faces. So, Ray went home and told Cody, "I need to put a curfew on you. From now on, be home before 9 o'clock. Cody said, "If the gang wanted to kill me, they would have already done it." Cody said, "I'm 18. You can't control me." Cody left the house. He went and set fire to that truck. Cody stole more sensitive information from Ray's laptop and his ID. Meanwhile, Ray discovered that Jesse's GoFundMe campaign had raised $300,000. Jesse happily shared this news with his friends, but they didn't tell him that they were the ones who did it. And Cody had another plan in place. But the others say, "We've already stopped." Cody replies, "No, we have to do something for ourselves too." Cody wants to steal the money to do something for himself. He wants to get away from everything related to the district attorney. At that moment, Danny feels nauseous and starts vomiting. Meanwhile, Ray watches the robbery video and sees one of the thieves fall. Danny is taken to the hospital. Her mother comes to see her. Ray also arrives and meets with Cody. Cody tells him it's a delayed concussion. Danny fell down the stairs last week. Upon hearing this, Ray remembers the thief's fall. Cody asks again why Danny fell. Cody says, "I wasn't there, but I think it was last week." After Danny regains consciousness, Cody meets with her again and apologizes. But Danny says, "Thanks for being here. I know you don't like hospitals." Danny asks him, "What happened, Cody?" Cody replies, "My dad." Danny explained to him that his father was the kind of person who would protect him. Back in his mother's time, he couldn't save her. Now he was terrified of losing him. He just wanted to keep him safe because he loved him. Meanwhile, Ray noticed a match between the thieves' movements and Cody's. At the same time, Teresa invited Cody over, saying, "My mom wants to see you." Cody said, "Okay." But with that, he made a new plan with Kyle. He canceled his plan to go to Teresa's house and asked her to come to their house on Friday. Cody also told his dad that he was dating a girl and was supposed to meet her mother, but had to cancel, so he invited them both over for dinner on Friday. Ray agreed to bail Cody out. Then, the next day, Cody and Kyle went to steal one of the cartel's trucks, but the district attorney was also there. They were also chasing the truck. As soon as the truck stopped, Cody and Kyle turned off the lights. They stunned the truck driver with a taser, but the keys weren't in the truck, and a shootout erupted between the cartel and the prosecutor. Cody and Kyle were caught in the middle of the fight. Kyle's mother was right in front of him. Ray also appeared and started shooting at the cartel. Kyle searched for the truck keys, but there was an explosion. In a flash, Ray saw Cody's face. Cody sped off in the truck right in front of him, but Andre was in front of it. He could have stopped or given chase, but Ray ordered him to stay away, so Cody did. Andre approached Ray and asked him what had happened. Andre believed that after their buddy's death, Ray was keeping him from taking any risks. Meanwhile, Cody brought the truck to the drug yard. From inside the truck, instead of cash, drugs were being unloaded. These were millions of dollars worth of drugs that the cartel would be after. The next day, Ray called Cody to tell him something. Teresa and her mother appeared there. She was actually Natalia, but she was using an alias. During dinner, Teresa woke up, pretending she needed to use the bathroom, and found Mike there. She also saw the truck key on Cody's table. Teresa and her mother knew about it. Danny had been kidnapped from the hospital. Teresa called Cody and said, "Thanks for dinner, but we need our truck." Danny was with them too. Teresa gave Cody 2 hours to get the truck there quickly. Cody grabbed some supplies and pushed his car out of the house so his father wouldn't hear the noise. But right behind him, armed men broke into their house. Ray woke up there. At that moment, the gunmen started shooting at him. Ray fought back and lured the gunmen into a trap. He saw that Cody wasn't there. Cody left him a note that said, "I'm at the hospital with Danny." Cody drove the truck to the location Teresa had indicated. Meanwhile, Ray discovered that Cody and Danny weren't at the hospital. Ray asked Andre to follow him and check on Teresa and her mother. Ray tracked Cody's location and gave chase. Cody arrived and said, "Don't shoot. I have a bomb." Teresa knew Cody was capable of making one. Meanwhile, the prosecutor began eliminating the guards standing outside. Benito came and said, "This isn't a bomb." Cody lit a fire to detonate the bomb, but the flames didn't reach it. The thugs grabbed their weapons and started advancing toward him, but suddenly everything exploded. They began pulling them out. Ray protected Cody from the gang's thugs. Teresa took Danny into the tunnel and killed Benito, Danny's mother. Cody also entered the tunnel behind Danny. Ray entered the tunnel to rescue Cody. He was advancing with his gun, but as soon as Teresa and Natalia were in front of him, Ray shot Natalia in the back. Teresa left Danny there and ran away. Ray grabbed Cody and started beating him. He didn't listen to a word Cody said. Ray tied Cody's hands and said, "They kidnapped you and Danny from the hospital. They beat you up and brought you here." Day's mother and Andre arrived. Cody told them exactly what Ray had asked of him. Ray hugged Cody. Later, Ray took Cody to wrestling practice, which meant their relationship had improved. Meanwhile, Teresa replaced Benito. She killed her grandfather first, saying that this wasn't a way to live. At the same time, Jesse bought a house in El Paso. All the friends were happy, but Teresa was still watching them from behind. And that's the end of the story. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to support us.